Well, here we go. It's time to start the Champions League knockouts. If you aren't aware, I did mention in the previous episode we are just going to be focusing on the second leg. So if that goes to plan, we should hopefully have secured a Champions League semi-final spot by the end of today. Hello, welcome to Club 4, Part 6 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we've got our second leg against Galatasaray. Then, obviously, should we win that game, we will play our second leg of our quarter-final tie. Who we're up against remains a mystery. Obviously, the draw will be coming up should we beat Galatasaray in the second leg. So, form since the last episode has been very, very good. A couple more defeats against Everton and Southampton, but nothing really to worry about just yet. Obviously, we have had a few injuries, some worse than others. Yeah, two very bad injuries for two of our key players, but form apart from the injuries has been very, very good. Still performing really well in the FA Cup. We are through to the quarter final, which we do play against Leeds. Obviously, I think if we do get knocked out against Galatasaray, which we shouldn't have, because we did beat them 2-0 in the first leg, so we should be through fairly comfortably. Obviously, if the end inevitable does happen, and we do lose against Galatasaray and bottle 2-0 lead, we will play Leeds as the second game of today's episode. But hopefully that does not happen. Fingers crossed. Now I've said it, we probably will end up losing. But apart from that, form has been very good. We are still top of the league with 8 games left to play. Man United don't have a game in hand anymore, so we're 3 points clear. Goal difference far superior. But now let's get on to the injury. So we are missing out pretty much for the rest of the season. Phil Foden, he broke his leg. He's going to be out for 3 to 4 months. And Erling Haaland has torn his hamstring, out for 2 to 6 weeks. He might be out for the rest of the season, but I guess I'm hoping he'll be back for the Champions League final should we get there. But Phil Foden definitely out for the rest of the season. But this is the lineup for our second leg against Galatasaray. It will be Restes in goal, a back four of Lewis, Brathwaite, Gvardiol and Davies, Nubisi at the base of the midfield, and ahead of him we've got Bellingham and LaRusso. Vagaga in behind Williams and Stanijevic up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully just finish off what we started in the first leg. Obviously, did win the first leg 2-0, so I'd say at least 1-2 goals today. I reckon that should secure us a spot in the quarter final of the Champions League. I was going to say the FA Cup, but we're already in the quarter final of the FA Cup. Come on, lads. I'm not sure who else is still playing in the Champions League. I'm not sure if there's any potential easy ties. That could have been 1-0. It nearly found its way into the back of the net. Took a wicked deflection, but it's a good goal line clearance from Galatasaray, and it remains 0-0, 2-0 on aggregate. Let's get the latest scores up. So there's only 4 fixtures today. Obviously, there's another 4 in either today or yesterday, because we're playing on Wednesday. The others, I'm not sure who the other set of fixtures were, but we are 1-0 up. Alphonso Davies with the opening goal of the game, and that does put us 3-0 up on aggregate, 1-0 up on the night. That is a very good start. Newcastle Feyenoord, I wouldn't mind facing one of them 2 teams in the next round. I'd probably rather avoid Real Madrid or Barcelona should they get through until like the final or semi-final, because that's just going to be ridiculously tricky if we get them in the quarterfinals, or just really unfortunate. Stanijevic with the corner. That's not bad delivery. Gvardiol was lurking at the back post, but doesn't quite get enough power on the header. But that's a poor cross, but in the right area, but just a little bit more accuracy next time, then that would have been all right. But just a little bit unfortunate with that. But with 15 minutes left to play off the first half, we haven't had a bad start. Obviously, we did get that reasonably early goal, but we've only had 5 shots, 4 on target, which does need a little bit of improvement if we do want to try and sustain our lead and hopefully get a second goal. But hopefully that goal is coming. We have had some pretty good chances after that opening goal, so hopefully we don't have to wait too long until we get our second or fourth goal of the game. Come on, lads. Well done, rest. I don't think you needed to dive to get that because you had no one around you, no one pressuring you. So I think he probably could have just caught that on its own, just as like any normal goalkeeper would. Vergaga does put us 2-0 up. I said we didn't have to wait long, and that was about like 5 minutes ago. But that was a pretty decent goal, and we are now 4-0 up on aggregate. Somerville whips in the corner for Gaga. Now potential counter attack is possibly on Davies. He's got Gaga lurking in the middle. Does he find him? Will he? Yes, he does. But the header is ever so slightly. I don't know which part of the head he connected with. I suspect the top part, but it wasn't a great header. It was a decent cross, but just a bit of a poor finish. And Nico Williams does probably finish off the game here. It's not even half time, and I think we are probably safely through to the quarter final of the Champions League. It's 5-0 on aggregate at half time. I touch wood. My desk is made of wood. I highly doubt Galatasaray are going to score 5 goals or 6 goals to win it. They're not going to score 6 goals in 40 minutes or half an hour even. It's just clearly impossible. It really is. Right, I think who's tiring? Obviously, we've got a lot of injuries going around, so we want to try and keep our best players reasonably fit. Rico Lewis is going to make way for Morales. Obviously, Kuto is another player who is out injured. I'm not sure how serious his injury was. Bellingham is going to make way for Hernandez, and we'll just change up a midfield. And Russo is going to make way for Ferreira. We've got half an hour left to play. The game is pretty much done and dusted. If we can have some more goals, just to keep this game nice and just keep this game nice and exciting, because they don't really want a goalless. We have conceded a goal. I'm not going to worry about it too much because they do still need 4 goals to level the game to send it to extra time, which I don't think that's going to happen unless we get a red card and it goes horribly wrong from there. I'm just going to presume it's a consolation goal, which I take that's what it is. Vergaga whips in the free kick. Hernandez. Williams does put the ball into the back of the net. That might be offside. Is it offside? Is it? Hopefully not. It is. It's been disallowed. It might have. I think it was just fractions, inches, possibly. Okay, maybe a couple feet offside, but it's still offside at the end of the day. But it doesn't really matter. We're through anyway. I think final couple changes. Davies is going to make way for Evans, and Fiorentini off for Gaga. Oh my God! So we've got 10 minutes left to play. Evans with a throw, a 5th goal, or sixth goal. However many goals we've got, another goal would be nice, but that chance is just over the top of a crossbar. Another free kick. We're having a lot of free kicks today, but we're not scoring many from the set pieces. Stanijevic absolutely fires one into the top right hand corner. That's our 4th goal, and it's now 6-1 on aggregate. The match is well, they think it's all over. Yeah, it definitely is now. Newcastle 5-1 up against Feyenoord. In all fairness, Feyenoord's not a great team, but I think they just about squeezed themselves. No, they finished I think they finished at least in the top 12 spots. I don't doubt they finished in the top 8, but I think they did pretty well in the league phase. But they just don't do well against the English clubs. The English clubs, they're the best. I can see ourselves having maybe not an English final, but I could suspect we're going to meet a another English club in either in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals, potentially even the final if they all do pretty well. Uga can just whip the ball upfield. Can we just get this one clear? Can we just get upfield? Just play it nice and safe, or are we gonna get another goal here? I don't think we are, but Hernandez does pick the ball up, plays the ball to Ferreira. Williams, this is looking very promising. Morales has the chance to cross it. Does he? He does. Fiorentini. Nubissi. How the hell have you missed that? Nubissi, come on. You should be scoring that from there. You were like 12 yards out. That's more like a penalty, but with players in the box. But somehow he missed it, but it doesn't matter. We are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Obviously, I ain't got a clue who we're playing against, so I guess, when is the draw? When is the draw? It's here. It's the semi-final. It's the semi-final and quarter-final draw. They're both done on the same day. Why can't all the draws just be done on the same day? It'd be so much easier. But I guess they don't do that in real life. Do they do the quarter-final and semi-final draw in real life? I don't know. I don't really watch the Champions League in real life. But let's do the draw. Let's see who we up against, and let's see who we potentially could face in the semi-finals. Well, it is time for the quarter-final and semi-final draws, but before we do see who we get drawn against, we have played one off-camera game, and that was against Leeds United, and we did beat them 5-0. It's a tragedy for Leeds United. It really is. 5-0. With the goals coming from Fiorentini, Nico Williams got 2, Jude Bellingham got 1, and Vergaga also got 1. Absolutely superb. But now let's see who we get in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Don't actually know who got through. So we've got Arsenal, Chelsea, Lille, obviously us, Newcastle, Paris, Real Madrid, or RB Leipzig. Half of them are English teams. I might be right that we could potentially get a English team. Emil Forsberg is doing the quarter-final draw. Soon he'll be doing the semi-final draw as well. So I'm hoping, I think Lille will be the most easiest time. But let's just see who we get drawn up against. Newcastle. I'd say that's fairly easy. I think any English team is all right. So Arsenal play Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain play Real Madrid. That'd be fun. They all play Leipzig. But now let's do the semi-final draw. Obviously, should we beat Newcastle, we will come up against, this is us, Arsenal or Chelsea. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a much easier route to the final. So when is that match being played? Let's just click continue so the schedule does update. It's actually not that far away. So we've only got, okay, it's only like three more games off camera. That's including the first thing. But hopefully, I tell you what, I'm feeling quite confident. Semi-finals, here we come. Well, before we do play our second leg quarter-final tie against Newcastle, let's just take a look and see what the form's been like since we played, well, Leeds United, which was, just a recap, it was a 5-0 win. But since then, we played 3 games. We did beat Ipswich 3-1. We absolutely annihilated Sunderland 7-0. Jude Bellingham getting a hat-trick in that game, with other goals coming from Caden Brathwaite, who got 2. Fiorentini and Vergaga both got 1 goal each. The first leg against Newcastle didn't really go to plan. We ended up going 1-0 down there. Fiorentini did get us back on level terms with 5 minutes left to play, but as it stands, it's 1-1 going into the second leg, which wasn't how I planned it. But Haaland is nearly back. He is training, but he's not allowed to play in this game, but he is probably going to be on the bench. We're not going to go for every tackle. We were very attacking against Sunderland, and it really worked. But I think we'll keep on positive for now. Haaland's not playing. He shouldn't be playing. He can probably play in the semi-final, but he certainly ain't playing tonight. Definitely not. Right, we'll play Fiorentini. Vergaga can go up front. So this is the lineup that's going to hopefully beat Newcastle. So the lineup will be Restes in goal, a back four of Lewis, Hato, Gvardiol and Davies. Timber at the base of the midfield. Then we've got Bellingham and LaRusso. That's better. Bellingham and LaRusso that way round. And we've got Fiorentini in behind, Fagaga and Stanijevic. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully batter these. We're at home this leg, so we should be able to get a nice, easy win to go through to the semi-final of the Champions League. I'm not sure who we're against an English side in the Champions League semi-final. I think it was either between Chelsea or Arsenal. I think. I'm not sure if there was any other English teams in the Champions League. I don't think Liverpool got there. Don't think Man United now. I think it was between Chelsea or Arsenal. I don't know what they did in their first leg or what they're doing in this second leg at the moment. Tonali whips in the corner. Restes does catch the ball nice and easily. Let's get the latest scores up. See who we can potentially face. What did actually Arsenal do in the first leg? So it's 1-0 to Chelsea as it stands on aggregate. So if that score stays 0-0 at the moment, we could potentially be facing Chelsea in the semi-final. Obviously, we need to get a goal to get in the league because obviously it is still currently 1-1 on aggregate. So it's basically 0-0. We need to win. Obviously, if we draw, it's going to go extra time. If we lose, we're out. We have to win. You can't put it in any other words. We have to win. It's a must win. Davies has got the ball. Chance to cross it. He does. Fagaga was his but oh my god, oh my, how is that not, oh my god, how is that not 1-0 there? That should have been, we should have been 1 goal up, and Chelsea have got a second goal, well, first goal, but it's now 2-0 on aggregate, so I presume they're going to go through to the semi-finals. Really still, that's not good, is it? That might, I think that's offside. I don't think that's going to count. Yeah, goal has been disallowed. We do survive a narrow scale. It's very tight. It's very, very tight. They are very unfortunate, but thankfully it did get disallowed. But we need to be much better because this ain't good enough. It really isn't. Stanijevic does rip into corner. Hato was looking at the back post, but I don't know. I think it probably fell on the back of his head, so he didn't really make a clean connection with it. Can we put the pressure on? See, this is the problem with playing such a narrow formation. We don't really have the players out on the wide, so we can put the pressure on nice and quickly. So I think we do next season. I've pretty much been set on it ever since we confirmed the signing. Where we haven't signed Mbappe just yet. He's coming in this summer, so I think next year we do play a 4-3-3. But Jude Bellingham has put us 1-0 up, 2-1 up on aggregate, and as it stands, we are going through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. It's been alright so far. The second goal there would have been absolutely beautiful, but it was a pretty poor effort. It was a good save from their goalkeeper, but I think we could have done a little bit better. Johnson has got the ball down to the right hand side for Newcastle, but that's a great tackle from Davies. I think it was a combination of Davies and Bellingham who put the challenge in initially. LaRusso plays ball to Fiorentini. We've got a chance here to potentially get a second goal. Fiorentini does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0, 3-1 up on aggregate. I think that's probably game, set, and match, I think. I mean, obviously, we do have another half of football left to play. I think we're going to go through to the semi-finals. I don't think I see Newcastle getting 2 goals. What is their goalkeeper? That's our goalkeeper. That's their goalkeeper. The goal with the free kick is just wide of the goal. It wasn't really testing the goalkeeper. Obviously, it wasn't really on target. If that was on target, it might have been a goal. I don't think the goalkeeper would have got there. Right, half an hour left to play. Got a few tight players. Davies is going to come off for Adrian Evans. Bellingham is also going to make way for Hernandez. I think that'll be the only 2 changes we'll make for now. We've got half an hour left to play. We could potentially really do with a third goal just to make sure our win is officially secure, because obviously it's only a 2-goal gap for Newcastle to get 2 goals and send it to extra time. Salievich is through. It's taking a little bit of deflection, but it is a goal. I'm hoping this one counts, because if it does get awarded, which it does, we are going through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Botman has got the throw. If they get a goal back here, they might potentially make a comeback, which they're not. They definitely are not. Fiorentini has got the ball, and now we are on the attack once again with Evans down the left-hand side. Come on, Hernandez. Evans again. Oh, Salievich just blasted it into the back of the net. It was pretty much a tap in. One of the easiest goals he'll ever score in his Manchester City career, I think. And it's now 4-0, 5-1 on aggregate. And I think we're definitely going through now. Gvardiol is going to make way for Morales. Let's just swap those 2 around. And I think Timber also comes off for... let's go on Ferreira. Lewis can drop back. And I think that's all we'll do for now. We'll leave for the last substitution just in case we get just a little minor injury or a serious injury. For Gaga plays the ball nice and easily back to Restes, and now we have a chance to go on the break again with Evans. Are we going to get another goal here? Stanijevic, I think that's his hat-trick. Did he stay on? Yes, he did. Is that his hat-trick, or did he already have his hat-trick previously? Yep, that is actually his hat-trick. It's a 10-minute hat-trick. That is, I mean, he's on fire. Here's me. I don't know who's going to be playing next season. I really, honestly, I don't have a clue what the squad's going to be like next year. Obviously, Mbappe, Haaland, when he's fit. Obviously, Stanijevic, Fagaga. No idea what formation we're going to play next year. We might do a 4-2-4. We might. I don't know what for. I'm getting a bit of a headache thinking about this, but we have got our 6th goal on the night for Gaga with hopefully the last goal of the game. That is absolutely beautiful. Next season's gonna be fun. It really is, because this whatever system we're gonna use, it's going to be unstoppable. Invincible season that will be coming soon, hopefully, because ever since I've arrived, we've just been absolutely phenomenal. Who do we face in the semi-final? Chelsea, that's me, yeah? I don't know how good our form has been. Salievich, by the way, what a game. He's only 24. I mean, he is probably better suited on the right. I mean, crossing 16, yeah, definitely a winger with that crossing, that stats, 60. That's absolutely beautiful. But let's just take a moment of silence just to look at our form. I mean, we barely lost. Well, we've lost a couple times here and there, but they've been just fluky losses. But this season's just been absolutely brilliant. It really has been brilliant. So I think we'll probably just do both legs in tomorrow's episode, where 2 wins and we're in to the final of the Champions League. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.